Hello and welcome to the final block on day one of the Lisbon Grand Prix. Lisbon, capital of Portugal, is a city rich in history, stunning architecture, and an atmosphere that keeps visitors coming back time and time again. We're about to get underway with all the medal contests, the first of which is a bronze medal contest in the under 48 kilo category, which features Ellen Salins of Belgium and Leah Beres of France. It'll be Salins in the white judogi and Beres in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Elizabeth Gonzalez of Mexico. And with commentary on this and all this evening's medal contests is former world champion Dennis van der Geest. Very good afternoon. Good evening, Dennis.
Good evening, yeah. Well, first day here in Portugal. And I think a good day for Portugal. The women team is doing really, really well. In the final, we will see Costa later on. But let's start with the first bronze medal contest. And it's good to see some of the, well, sure shots today reach to the final block. But also a lot of persons that we don't know so very well. Some we have never seen before at a Grand Prix or a Grand Slam. So that's really nice that they have their first moment of fame here at the World Tour.
Salins was the number 4 seed at the beginning of the day, so she medals here. She'll feel as though she's done a good job. Leah Beres, first time in the final block for her, so
yeah. Salins is high-ranked, but that's also because there are not so many high-ranked fighters here in this category. Because if you look at her results, she never won a medal at a Grand Prix. One time a 7th place, so this is her first moment that she can actually win a medal at the highest level.
Good opportunity for the Belgian. Left-sided effort. Who was it that Beres lost out to? It was Lee Hyuk-kyung, the Republic of Korea, in the semi-final. She'd have been having a good time of it, overcoming Amy Platt and then Amanda Lima of Brazil on her way to this point.
Yeah, Lima we will see later on in the second bronze medal contest.
Yeah, she battled her way through the repechage.
Well, that was a good attempt by the French girl, but she also put her elbows close by her because she knows that the Belgium is really good in Ewasa, especially the arm locks.
Yeah, that has been a thread for the lightweight Belgian women over the last few years, hasn't it? With Charlene van Snick. And then, who was it just before that? That was also rather adept on the ground. I shall think of that in a minute. No score yet, just a penalty apiece. After the contest's gone, just settling into it, almost with a little Ashley was there, Diashi Barai maybe.
Here she goes for the arm. She wants to turn her over. But of course Beres, well, did her homework. She knows that this is one of the strongest things of Salens in the Newaza.
Making things a little bit difficult for herself here. No, just avoided that second Shido. The head referee deciding no.
It was a bit too fast also, in my opinion.
Yeah, same here.
Again, the shoulder throw. Salens is looking for the techniques on the left leg of Beres. So left-handed to a right-handed stance. So then this leg is far away, but she has long legs. Shoulder throw again. And Salens taking a lot of risk every time to sit on top of her opponent after she dropped down with the Seonage.
Amelie Rosano was the one I was thinking about. And I had to look it up.
And Simons, yeah.
Yeah, Simons was there before. Ilse Halen was around for a while.
Halen,
yeah.
Is it underneath? Yes. No. It's on the chin.
Yeah.
And that was quite clear also for the referee. But every time in Newaza, the Belgium girl is really, really dangerous. So 4 minutes gone into golden score.
Salens looks the more threatening of the two without really having come up with a great deal. Just better gripping and movement, I think.
There was the attack on the left leg. What she's searching for. But she looks a bit stronger in the grips and also in Newaza. But we saw 2 or 3 times really good effort by the French girl with the Seonages. Really deep underneath. Here it is again. And with this attack on the other leg of from Salens with the Ouchigari, that also makes it more easy maybe to go for this Osotogari. I think that's the best chance for her to score in this bronze medal contest.
Both fighters beginning to drain now visibly. Already had the first minute of golden score. This comes at the back end of a long day now. Really having to dig deep here, no way past the defense. And it's Salens who picks up a penalty for passivity.
Yeah, because Beres made like 2 good attempts, not only with the Seonages, also 2 times low to the ground. Katakuruma.
Yeah. Coach just asked to tone it down during the contest. Belgian coach. Beres perhaps just having a little bit more left in the tank. That was a good strong attack there. The low Marote Seanagi on the right side. Just needs to have Salins coming forward a little bit.
Yeah, well, her defense on this Seonage is quite okay, but still it's every time, because she sitting on top of her opponent for a while and then moves over, it looks more dangerous than it is maybe. This is good. And again trying to make the...
Just a little bit too quick into the shimiwaza and not getting it under the chin first of all. Both fighters have picked up 2 shidos now. Second one was a little bit better. Actually had her opponent moving.
She gets a penalty for this sumigeshi, and well, yeah, you can say anything about it, but it was not a good attack. And every time when you have 2 shidos on the board and you make an attack like this, the sumigeshi just drop down on your back without any how do you say it? Yeah, movement, or then you know you're in danger, because if your opponent is not falling on the side or is not having too much trouble to defend, then you know that you're in risk of getting this 3rd shido. So it's the French girl who wins, Beres, who wins her 1st medal at a Grand Prix.
Yeah, that was a hard battle. Taking her long into golden score. Well, we've got the second of the bronze medal contests coming up now. Amber Gersjes of the Netherlands goes up against Melanie View of France. It'll be Gersjes in the white judogi, View in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is David Fuentes of Australia. Here's Dennis.
Well, the second French girl fighting for a bronze medal against the Dutch girl, Amber Gersjes.
Welcome to the referee from Australia, Mr. David Fuentes. And now, please welcome Judoka.
Nervous times for the athletes as they walk in. Doesn't matter what the size of the crowd is or what the event is. Every time there's a medal match, the stress levels go up, adrenaline starts pumping, and then the way that the IJF have presented the final block over quite a period of years now adds to that tension. The music, lights, stadium announcer, that's a job that you know plenty of, Dennis, as you G the athletes and the crowd up. We're underway with this second bronze medal match then.
Both athletes know how it feels to win a medal at a Grand Prix. Gersjes already won a bronze medal. Vieux from France won a silver medal at the Zagreb Grand Prix in 2021.
Just about managed to get back in the competition area there. You know, and I like the fact that he didn't call Amate and give a shido for stepping out, because she stepped and came right back in. You know, really didn't hang around there.
Yeah, good choice. Uchimata attempt. Again, really right to left stance here.
Just searching for grips, the pair of them now.
Too defensive.
Yeah, and this time,
Walking out. Yeah,
stepping out and paying for it. You got away with the first one, but you flirted too much with the edge. Got a tendency to drift towards the edge as well. As Amber Hirsch's. A lot of the contest takes place on the edge. As you can see, we've drifted there again, you know, for no real reason.
Yeah, see the Dutch girl now with Uchimata, but she's struggling with the strong grip from Vieux, who's controlling the sleeve.
Yeah, let's
quite
have a look.
strong.
Let's have a look and see what happens when they grip up on this occasion, maybe.
Gersjes with a double lapel grip. Uchimata again. This is the second or the third Uchimata attempt now.
Wasn't bad. We said earlier on there's just that little bit too much of a gap there, but she's got, you know, reasonably long legs for the weight category.
Yep.
So she can quite often bring that Uchimata off just using the leg rather than getting close in.
Yeah, she really struggles with the grips from the French girl. You can see it. Second Judo now on the board.
The same thing.
It's not because it's not because she's not attacking. That's what she did a few times, but it's every time when Vieux is having the strong grip. She gets a little bit too defensive.
A little over a minute left to go. It's the advantage to Vieux because she's penalty free, whereas Hirschis has picked up the 2 Shidos. The whole shape of Vieux's contest can change now. It can be that little bit more willing to see a third Shido go to her opponent and encourage that. There's a Sumigaeshi effort.
Yeah, but every time they're fighting on the corners of the tatami, that is where Gersjes already picked up 2 penalties. So this is every time it's a danger when she's fighting with her back to the red tatami. This was a good attempt again.
She's actually had the better of the attacks in Tachiwaza. We haven't seen any Niwaza anyway, but hasn't been able to come up with a score.
No, this was not a Wazari.
Yeah, that's okay because we weren't even going to mention it. So golden score is underway. Again, another good Uchimata effort.
So that's the strange situation. We've seen like 4 good attempts by the Dutch girl, but 2 Shidos on the board. This is again close to a score. And now after so many good attacks, maybe it would be time to give the French girl also 1 penalty now.
Yeah. I like the idea of going to that Toshi that she went to earlier on. She came up after the Uchimata attacks, came up with a left-sided Taetoshi, didn't she?
Yeah, but then you had like 2 judokas who were looking for Uchimata, and you can see that Vieux is never lifting up her right leg.
Yeah. I think you may be right about the passivity penalty.
I think Ishido now would be...
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right decision.
It was on the way. A minute into golden score. Welcome to those of you who are just joining us. Amber Gershus of the Netherlands and Melanie Vieux of France, the second of the bronze medal contests in this, the final block. Threatening grip this time from Vieux.
If Gershus wants to win this bronze medal, she has to throw in a few more of these Uchimatas. Oh, but she's countered. And in a classical way, Vieux was waiting for the leg to come and hopped on over, counter-attacked her with a really nice, some sort of Taetoshi. So the bronze medal for Vieux from France.
Good finish in the end. As you say, had the patience to wait for it. I think she, just overheard Amber saying that she was thinking about going across for the Taetoshi. Was she? Look, yeah, she was. The left leg was just coming across and it labored.
She was waiting for it.
Yeah. Just goes to go over on that side, and nice handwork as well. Good finish. Well, it took a bit of time to come, but when it did, it was worth the wait, especially for Vieux anyway. Yep. Fist pump in celebration. Second bronze medal in the under 48 kilo category to go the way of the French. Léa Beres picked up the first, and there was Melanie Vieux. Right, we come now to the final of the under 48 kilo category. Catarina Costa of Portugal goes up against Lee Hyuk-yong of the Republic of Korea. It'll be Costa in the white judogi, Lee in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Raul Camacho of Spain. Speaking of referees, we had a couple had to drop out, you know, COVID tests and stuff playing havoc with our attendance. A big hello to one of our referees who's tuning in, and regards from him to you, Dennis. Daniel says hello. Right, so let's settle back and watch the final. Of Portuguese crowd as it is will be delighted to see one of their own in the final. Here's a look at Lee as she makes her way to the tatami, and there is Catarina Costa.
Yeah, and I think not only fighting for the home crowd here, but also the favorite in the final. At least if you look at the medals these both athletes won in their career. Costa was really close to medaling at the Olympics in Tokyo with a 5th place. Already won a Grand Slam and a Grand Prix in her life.
Well, you've got athletes at the opposite end of the scale here. The number 1 seed, Costa, in the white judogi, and the unseeded Lee. She's done well today. the Korean. Murtabayeva of Uzbekistan in round 2, Amber Hershus of the Netherlands in the quarterfinal, and then in the semi-final, Leah Beres, who we saw winning the bronze medal. Those were our opponents.
Well, where you sometimes see a final where in the first minute the fighters are scanning each other, like not taking too much risk. Well, fighters went for it just from the very first second. Looks open.
Left-sided starts from Lee. Right-sided from Costa, and she goes right-sided there. Every time Costa moves, there's a round of applause from the crowd.
Yeah.
Which is nice, because for quite a while we didn't have a crowd at all, but at least we've got a few bodies being allowed in.
Yeah, let's hope we will get back to normal in a very, very short future. Strong grip here. Ali, but oh, good foot sweep from Costa. Waiting for this left leg to come in front.
Just turned onto a front, elbow hit, turned onto a front to avoid giving up a score. Mind you, she did pick up a Shido for passivity. The referee managed to get that one in there before they started again.
And again, every time the left leg in front, Lee, so there's the hop again. I like this small hop and then the foot sweep.
So, as you were saying earlier on, there's going to have to be an adjustment. If you get attacked in a certain area once, twice, 3 times, you should learn from that. We'll see how Lee attempts to avoid getting in that position again, because Costa's attacked her a couple of times there and looked dangerous.
Good Newaza here from the Portuguese.
A bit of pressure just beginning to build on Lee now. She's managed to get good grips, but hasn't been able to threaten Costa as yet. Yoko Tomoyanagi just missed, got the foot slightly in the wrong place and then wasn't able to come up with the technique. Right thing though, just as the pressure started to build, was able to come up with a big attack. Second penalty picked up by Lee.
Yeah, that doesn't make it easier for Lee, because now she has to come, and that's what Costa likes, because she can walk backwards and just wait every time for the left leg to come in front.
Yes, it's up to Lee to make something happen now. She's at a disadvantage, having picked up those 2 penalties. Time running out, 20-odd seconds left to go. It'll be a terrific time for Costa to come up with a score.
Lee listening to the coach.
Just caught Costa with a hand on the mouth there by accident.
But a big sorry was enough. So it's the golden score here in the final.
Golden score.
It's Costa in advantage with 2 Shidos on the board for Lee.
Another strong grip. She does look as though she's dominating the grips and then can't really make something of it.
Yeah, but she's doing it a bit more on power than the first few minutes. That's why it's also more difficult now for Costa to attack the left hand. But here it is. I think, well, it went so fast that I cannot say for sure, but was Ari for sure.
Yeah.
It's done. It's Costa who will win the Grand Prix with the foot sweep. Let's see, was it enough on the side? I think it was. Yes, Wasari. And Wasari in golden score means also the end of the final. The crowd is loving it, of course, because it's a gold medal for Portugal. It's Costa who wins the Grand Prix in her own country. And it's Lee who brings back the silver to the Republic of Korea.
Well, she threatened with that same action 2 or 3 times in the contest.
Yeah, almost scored with it already.
Yeah.
And with 2 Shidos on the board, you knew that Lee had to come, and that was completely into the game plan of Costa. She was waiting all time. Every time when the left leg came forward from Lee, she could attack that leg. But then still, a foot sweep, really executed, well executed, and almost on the other leg. Look, she's sticking the other leg also away.
Yeah, she just about got the landing there as well. And the reason for that is that instead of going side to back, it was almost going side to front. And I think that was the only hesitation that the referee had there. I'll go with that.
Yeah, she was still really close to getting on her front.
Yeah, that's why I go with the hesitation from the referee saying,
Costa just had enough of the sleeve, so she could control her until the end.
I think the landing, if you just look at the landing, yes, I'd go for that. It was a well-executed little Ashi was, and a good finish. Right, we come to the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 60 kilo category. Byamjav Sogdocher of Mongolia goes up against Angela Pantano of Italy. It'll be Byamjav in the white judogi, Pantano in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ioana Babiuk of Romania. Here's Dennis.
And now please welcome judoka in blue judogi representing Italy 2021.
Pantano's name we called earlier on a few times, you know.
Highest ranked Italian in this category.
Mongolia, first time in a Grand Prix final block. Byamjav Sogdocher.
He's ranked number 40.
Pantano is.
Yep.
All right, yeah, he's not the tallest in the weight category.
No, no, he isn't.
I mean, I remember seeing him as a cadet at 60 kilos, and he was short among the cadets, and he just never...
that didn't change.
He didn't get any taller.
No, and well, of course, under 60 kilo, they're all not that large, of course, that tall.
Ruben Hokus had to be the tallest under 60 kilo fighter I ever saw.
For sure. And making really good effort of his length in his category.
He was, wasn't he, the tallest? He was taller than some of the under 66 kilo fighters. Bayambajav has had a good day himself. I can't remember having seen him before. He lost out to Balabay Agaev of Azerbaijan in the quarter-final. Had to come through the repechage, and he beat Lee Ha-rim of the Republic of Korea. That was a terrific win. Sorry, that was Pantano.
Yeah, Pantano.
Who lost out to Lee Ha-rim in the semi-final. Bayambajav on his way here.
I think he lost also against Agaev.
He lost out to Agaev in the quarter-final.
Yeah, against Agaev.
And then in the repechage, he beat Garrigos, Francisco Garrigos. That was a terrific contest.
Yeah, Garrigos was the highest rank today. But
didn't quite work out for him,
no,
did
it wasn't his day.
Yeah.
But yeah, you also you don't know how, especially in a Grand Prix like this, next week, the Grand Slam in Paris, not everybody will be here in his best shape, or for some people this is already really important. For other people, maybe this is like a tournament to like get some rhythm, some competition rhythm.
Yeah, I was mentioning earlier on that there are 2 times when things become a little bit tricky. Immediately after the Olympic Games, when do you decide to go back? You know, when are you back on the cycle? And in the new year, when do you start things off? Do you start with, you know, the first of the competitions? Do you hang on for Paris, or do you wait for even later on in the year, into February or even March? Sometimes you don't see people. Some of the top fighters, they don't turn up until the Europeans.
No, but
in April.
if I wasn't one of the top fighters, but still like in the middle, trying to get out of this big bunch of fighters that are all quite equal, I would go to competitions like this because a Grand Prix is a Grand Prix, and it's points. And the points, like maybe next year when we go to Portugal, then there will be the level will be so much higher. It could be, and if you want to have a chance of getting out of this every time with the draw, you know, out of this quarter where you have 1 or 2 really high-seeded fighters, then this is a chance. If you win a lot of points here, then you will make a big step. This is close also.
The landing is away from us, in front of the referee. She's decided to...
Can he get the arm lock? Can he get the arm out? No, but there was not any control. Good Newaza though. Bayambajev knows with the Wazari on the board. He has 2 Shidos also. That these are valuable seconds.
Yeah, this is exactly where
clock is ticking.
He wants to be.
Yeah.
Referee calls Mate now with 15 seconds left to go. The difficulty for Bayambajev is the 2 Shidos that he's picked up.
Yeah, he cannot afford to just jump on his knees or doing something stupid now. Single
error here would finish him off. The fact that he's got Wazari, there's no protection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was the first that landed. Yeah. What to do with this? Because, okay, it was some sort of bear hug.
Yes.
From.
And did he go direct?
Yeah.
That was the thing. We'll have to have a look at that.
I think he did, but then most of the time you think you don't want to be there with a Mongolian fighter because they like this.
Well, we didn't see how he got his hands around him. That would be the thing.
And most of the time they give the score to the one who is the last person to fall. First is the Italian who falls on his back, but this is a real difficult
action to make a decision.
Make the decision, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit more of that to be seen, and I think it has to do with the way that Pantano got his arms around Bayambadzev. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, but it wasn't with two hands on the belt or something.
No, it was one hand on the belt and one on the back.
Yeah.
But if they both go round at the same time, then that's going to be Mate and Shido for
but if they give Pantano now a Wazari, for example, afterwards, he had the Newaza, he had a hold down, and that's gone now. If they give the Mongolian Wazari, because it was Pantano who landed on his back the first, then it's over.
I don't think they'll be able to give Bayambadzev a Wazari because so now he's lost out the Osaikomi.
He lost out the Osaikomi.
Yeah.
But he's back in the fight. Unbelievable. Yeah. But he had the Mongolian in Osaikomi.
In Osaikomi. Yeah.
But what a way to fight yourself back into this bronze medal contest.
And now Pantano, it's as though he's been, injected with something because he's all over him now, isn't he? Look.
Yeah, for Bayambadzev, those two Shidos on the board, that was the problem.
And they still could be.
Yeah.
If he keeps rushing him like this and beating him to the attacks.
Yeah, it's really open now.
Yeah. Pantano just has to keep busy here and not... Well, he can afford a false attack because he hasn't collected a Shidos yet. He's Shido free. But you're right about the Osaikomi. It's rather unfortunate that didn't work out for Pantano. At that point, however, we didn't know.
No, but like if I was in that situation, I would lay down there until they make the decision. But well, the referee called Mate, but I would be like, hey, I'm not moving. I'm not letting go.
Yeah. 1 minute of golden scores already elapsed. It's going very quickly. He's beginning to tire now, Bayambadzev, you can see that. Pantano's still got some left in the tank. Tries to throw in another attack.
Is this a Wazari?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Bayambadzev who
remains standing.
Yeah, and throws him with this Uchimata. Well, this was an interesting fight.
Yeah, there's a lot to look at in that one.
And from the moment the golden score started, it was the Italian who just went on and went on, completely open, tried to get this second score on the board. Bayambadzev stayed a bit more relaxed. What a hard-fought medal it is. Two Uchimatas.
The highlights of this bronze medal contest on the screen.
Yeah, Bayambadzev is never on the ground. He remains standing, and therefore he remains in a position
to
score from a standing technique, which he does. Bronze medal to Bayambadzev Tsogdoche of Mongolia. Right, coming up next, we've got the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 60 kilo category, and it's another Mongolian. This is Enktaivan Sumiyazbaza of Mongolia, who's up against Nakamura Taiki of Japan. Enktaivan in the white judogi, Nakamura in blue, the referee in the middle for this one is Yevgeny Raklin of Russia.
And now, please welcome judoka, both competing for the first time for bronze in a Grand Prix. In blue judogi, representing Japan, Nakamura Taiki.
Was he not the opening contest this morning, Nakamura? Nakamura and Mackenzie, I think, or second contest on.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, second contest on. He's been around all day, the poor fella. Here he is at 10 to 6 now, still going strong. And in order to take a medal, he's just got to get past Enktaivan, who was probably inspired by his teammates' bronze medal winning performance just a moment ago. There we go. You tell us earlier on that Nakamura was 19, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, not a known fighter from Japan in this category. Of course, they have a lot of strong 60 kilo fighters.
First time I've seen him, yeah.
He showed us some good judo today, especially in the groundwork. In Taiwan, we saw him doing some Mongolian, you know, the sometimes from right and then to left with the arm on the belt, strong lifting.
With the leg.
Yeah, with the legs. Oh. Shoulder throw. Good Kouchi by Nakamura. Mongolian looks physically a bit stronger than his opponent.
Left-sided effort from Enktaivan. Just couldn't get the drive for the finish there. Turned nicely, looked like a good position.
Oh, this is a good attempt.
And almost with the Kouchi as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Good thinking from Nakamura. I think Taiwan had just moved far enough away to be able to avoid that.
The golden score in this contest after 4 minutes.
And just a single Shido on the board. Both fighters have been really
Active.
yeah, active. I'm trying to avoid saying positive. It's just got such horrible connotations now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Active is much better. Again, the little Kouchi this time has, I think, Taiwan.
Everybody who's sitting
Almost
here is negative.
Negative.
Yeah. Yeah, he just walked out of the area.
Although he picks up a penalty for that overly defensive posture, but I think that the general thing was he didn't want to get involved at that point, so he was either going to be penalised for stepping off.
Yeah, too much defending.
Yeah, or overly defensive. Yeah. Breathing heavily now. I'm not surprised. 4 minutes with Nakamura at the end of your arms is going to.
He has the strong grip now, the Mongolian.
Yeah.
2 hands, one on the lapel, the other hand on the back, but like really close to each other. And sometimes now he makes the switch to the left. So let's see what happens now. You have to open up a little bit.
Both fighters have picked up 2 penalties. A minute and a half of golden score. Was it Nakamura that we saw a couple of times in Newaza?
Yeah, and well, here he has a big chance.
He's a little bit high up for the Tatishio Gatami, isn't he?
The legs are out.
Yeah, oh, it could go here, yep. And now he is solid.
So it's Nakamura. He has done it a few times today in the Newaza, and this Newaza will bring him the bronze medal today. Because I don't think the Mongolian will get out of this situation. No, it's done. It's Nakamura who wins his bronze medal here at the Grand Prix with really good Newaza. Won a few fights today in Newaza situations.
Gion and Gorigos he overcame with the similar turnovers. Definitely once with the Tateo Shiogatami finish for sure. I think the other one was Yoko Shiogatami.
Yeah, but every time with
that
really
turnover.
good in the turnover, but also getting the leg out, having
clinical.
Enough, and having enough control of the upper body of his opponent. And also after 5 or 6 minutes of fighting, it's really difficult if you're in the down position underneath.
Yeah, well, the first time that we get to see Nakamura Taiki is an impressive outing, albeit that he didn't quite make it to the final, but it was a good effort, and he leaves us with a good impression, taking the bronze medal here. The second of the bronze medals, actually, here at this Lisbon Grand Prix. We've got the final of the under 60 kilo category coming up next. Balabay Agaev of Azerbaijan goes up against Lee Ha-rim of the Republic of Korea. It'll be Agaev in the white judogi, Lee in blue. Referee in the middle for this one is Ramzadin Zaidov of Uzbekistan. There's still a couple of Portuguese athletes to come, so none of the crowd have left yet.
Welcome the referee from Uzbekistan, Mr. Ramzadin Zaidov. And now, please welcome the finalists.
There is Lee Ha-rim making his way to the tatami now. What a day Balabay Agaev is having.
Agaev, he was the Grand Slam winner of Paris last year.
He's making a steep climb, isn't he?
Yep.
Up to the top. Azerbaijan well known for being able to produce high-quality lightweights, got a long history.
Well, for me it was a surprise that he won the Grand Slam in Paris, of course.
Yep, definitely.
He was a silver medalist at the Junior World Championships, so capable, of course, of doing something, but
Not
Grand Slam
not
Paris
Grand Slam
is really,
Paris.
No. But
then he did.
No, he wasn't a one-day fly.
Yeah.
That's what we can see here,
exactly.
because he's in the final again.
And looked good all day.
Yep.
To be honest. Very impressive and well prepared fighter.
Azerbaijan has in the top 100 in this category, they have 7 fighters in the top 100. Of course, the highest
Incredible.
ranked is Guzainov. At this moment, the number 5 on the ranking.
The guy is making his way up there, though, isn't he?
Yes. He's now number 34. But of course, winning a Grand Prix will give him a lot of points.
Is it 700? I think maybe 700
Maybe.
points.
I think this 1,000 that will be for most of the points will be from the Grand Slam, of course. Oh, this is strong, and Wazari on the board. Well, there's a small discussion if this is a score or not, because it took a while. But I think there was no stop in it.
Absolutely.
Went on and on and on.
Absolutely. Agreed. One action. Didn't stop driving.
No. And Lee looks really strong with his right hand on the lapel.
2 minutes to work things out for Agaev and to pull back. Now, Wazari, single Shido. That's the second Shido that Lee's picked up with 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes
this
on the
time
go.
for the fingers being inside the sleeve.
Yeah, but this is it.
Won't
This
have to
is
worry now.
No, it's Lee who wins the gold medal.
Decided that the 2 penalties were going to weigh too heavily on him and get it done now.
Jumped underneath with the shoulder throw, of course. That's the technique we see in Korea a lot of times. They're so good in those Murata Seonages. Jump underneath so deep. Every time when I see a Korean jump in with a Seonagi like this, I always feel my own elbows, like, because there's so much tension, so much pressure on those elbows. But
First Grand Prix gold medal for Lee Harim.
Balamai Ahayev takes the silver medal.
This was the first Seonage. There was Ari on the board. And here's the second one. No, this is still the first one.
Yeah, and you can see there, never stopped driving, did he?
First medal ceremony for women under 48 kilo.
Where did it come from? So deep inside. You saw a short moment of unbalance, but the drive is amazing.
Well, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 48 kilo category.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for the women's under 48 kilogram category.
Senhoras e senhores, entrega de medalhas da categoria feminina de menos de 48 quilos.
The medals will be presented by the president of the Portuguese Judo Federation, Mr. Jorge
The
Fernandes.
medals are being presented by the president of the Portuguese Judo Federation, Mr. Jorge Fernandes. The first of the bronze medals goes to Melanie Vieux of France. There's a bronze medal also for her teammate Leah Perez.
Silver medal is representing Republic of Korea, Lee Hye-kyung.
Silver medal goes to Lee Hye-kyung of the Republic of Korea. But the gold medal goes to Catarina Costa of Portugal. Number one on the seeding this morning and number one on the podium this evening.
Job well done.
The only number one today to take a gold medal.
Please rise for the national anthem of Portugal.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, levantem-se
Now,
para a portuguesa.
the national anthem of Portugal.
A cheering crowd.
It is really good because there's not a massive crowd in here, but there's more than enough to make it, you know, atmospheric, and the fact that it's a home gold medal is really pleasing. Oh, happy for them. First ever Grand Prix that they're staging here, and what a way to kick things off, if you like, the football metaphor there. So the awarding ceremony for the under 48 kilo category out of the way, we can move smoothly along to the next weight category, and that's the under 52 kilo category for women. We've got the first of the bronze medal contests coming up next. Fabienne Kocher of Switzerland goes up against Estrella Lopez-Sherif of Spain. It'll be Kocher in the white judogi, Lopez in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Van Nester of Belgium.
Welcome the referee from Belgium, Mr. Van Nester.
Kocher, for me, looked really strong last year. Close to a medal at the Olympic Games, 5th place, but a bronze medal at the World Championships.
Yeah, she had two terrific results at the, the last couple of outings.
Yeah, she never won a Grand Slam or a Grand Prix, but medaled
at the
a
World
few
Championships.
times, and then a bronze medal at the World Championships.
And then, as you say, the 5th place at the Olympic Games,
yeah,
terrific. Yeah. Well, she really needs to follow it up here if she can and take a medal. That will be a great start to the year for her. And she, I was going to say crept up, but yeah, she did. She crept up on her teammate, Evelyn Schopp, who was in the under 52 kilo category, and at one stage was in the driver's seat, if you like. It was Schopp who was slated to go to Tokyo. The delay allowed that little bit more time for Kocher to catch up, and too much time for Schopp to hang on to. And the places.
Yeah, there were a lot of athletes in that same situation. For some of them, it was real good that it was postponed for a year, and for some, it was just 1 year too long.
I can think of one who ended up saying, "Okay, well, it's just a year too long. I'm giving up." And,
well, we had a heavyweight in our country, Henk Grol. For him, it was maybe a year too late because the year before he was in absolutely top shape.
That's right. Yeah.
And but on the other side, you see some. We also had a heavyweight in Holland for the women who was injured really harsh, and for her it was possible to go to the Olympics. So
recover. I didn't think we'd see her on the mat again, to be honest. After I saw the injury in Paris, didn't think she was going to come back. Absolutely delighted. I kept a message on my phone from her, that I'd sent saying, "Stay strong."
Yeah, well, she did.
Stay strong, keep your dream alive.
Yeah, so you had a lot of stories. Also in the French team, we had some stories about that. Like somebody is the #1 seeded, and then a year later it can completely turn around. Good Oichigari there,
and had won a world championship as well. And then the girl that they did send just do anything. Just the ups and downs of international sport. Just a single Shido against Fabienne Kocher at the moment. Half the contest still to come. I was reading an article about Nicholas Sherazadishvili about trying to stay motivated. Good counter.
Oh, man.
Super change of direction.
Yeah. Well, it was the Osotagari from Lopez-Sherif, but you could see that the power was all in the top of the bodies of the two women, and Kocher was just too strong, so she could counter it with an Osotagari as well.
Beautiful counter. Yeah, well, that's what we were talking about on her way in, or as she just got to the tatami, the need to follow up on those two big milestones in her career. World Championship bronze medal, 5th place at the Olympic Games, and now new year, new cycle,
start with a medal.
Start with a medal, yeah. Good for her.
Oh, this is a nice one.
Came in as the #1 seed, so not a total bust, because at least you're on the podium.
This was all about power from the upper body. Lopez Sharif jumped in with this Oso-Dogari. So, but, well, we cannot see it here because now you see only the legs,
feet,
but it's everything was with the power from the upper body. She did not break the balance of the Swiss girl.
Yeah, there was the block. There was a minor adjustment with the foot, but the rest of it, as Dennis has quite rightly said, this minor adjustment with the foot isn't what did it. It was the top half of the body completely turned in control and then drove into the mat.
Sometimes you just jump in with an Oso-Dogari, and if you don't have the power enough to off-balance your opponent from the upper body, you just feel like, okay, I put in my leg, but like you're walking into a wall.
You hit the wall there. Well, the Portuguese are going to pick up a second medal here because we've got a head-to-head between the two of them in the under 52 kilo category. Maria Sidoro goes up against Joanna Diogo. It's Sidoro in the white judogi, Diogo in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ramzadin Saidov of Uzbekistan.
And now, please welcome judoka.
De azul, Portugal, medalha de bronze no Grande Prémio Tashkent 2018, Joana Diogo. E de branco, também por Portugal, a campeã da Europa do Sub-23 em 2017, Maria Sidoro.
No coaches in the chairs. No doubt there'll be sections of the crowd who are going to support one or the other because they've got family or friends or whatever here, but from a national point of view, the pleasure will be in the fact that they know they can get another medal here. Oh, just looking at that right arm below the waist there.
Well, they fought each other once at least.
On the circuit.
Yeah, what we can see, and it was Sidoro who won against Diogo, but that's already
history.
Almost 5 years ago. A lot can change in 5 years.
I bet they've gone head-to-head a few times in Portugal, training and stuff, I suppose. And then maybe at the national championships, although quite often one or other of them will miss, or both of them. I remember quite a few times at national championships where two fighters who were high up on the international circuit managed to find some way to avoid, going head-to-head domestically.
Well, I don't know if, I don't think so, but if Ramos is still fighting, she's 40 years old, maybe she quit after the Olympics. She was for years and years the #1 in Portugal, under 52 kilograms. So if she's not fighting anymore, but I think when you're 40, it's almost unbelievable that you fight so long. Then it's open in Portugal in this category, and then we have these two fighters here.
At what age do masters start?
Well, the masters already start when you're 30.
My
could
goodness.
be, but you don't see like the best fighters there.
Yeah.
But if you look at the medal ceremonies, if you look like from 40 and older, then sometimes you see some
once in a while there'll be a name up there.
Old heroes who are still fit enough to make a few competitions.
Is it true that Mark Hazinger fought in the
he did
Masters
once. He did once, yeah. But also when he was still quite young.
Oh, okay.
I was there like 2 times as doing the commentary, and then I see these fighters in my category, and they come like, Dennis, next year.
No.
So yeah, maybe not. No. In theory, when you're in your bed, you think like, yeah, I can do this one more time. But no, not really. Still, it's great to see those masters, that there are so many people enjoying judo still on the tatami.
Quite right.
In a competition.
And the numbers, the entry numbers are huge sometimes. 900 competitors at Masters competition in H11
they
or
have
something.
so many categories and age divisions that it feels a bit like, how do you say, you get a car and you get a car.
Everyone gets
everybody, you get a medal and you get. Well, that's not how it works here at the Grand Prix. You really have to work hard for your medal.
You're all in. Yeah. No scorers yet. Just single Shido against Cederon. We're already into the last minute. Not quite the same kind of tension as there would be had either of these come up against foreign opposition. Crowd a little bit subdued, waiting for something to happen here.
Yeah, but what we mentioned before, maybe this is a real important fight to see who will be the next #1 in this category in Portugal. You can see they're not giving it away. And they know each other, of course. So that also makes it difficult to fight each other.
The regulation time has expired. We're going to have a period of golden score. We just wait for the scoreboard to click round and then we're back underway. It's finely balanced here.
No, there's nobody after 4 minutes that I would give a better chance of winning this medal.
It's hard to go one way or the other, isn't it?
Second penalty for Diogo, and I thought it was not that bad, this attempt, but...
Yeah, the signal, however, was for...
Well, then this is a
passivity.
penalty as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing to do, like your opponent's getting a Shido for dropping on her knees with the Seonage, and
then follow it
directly
up.
10 seconds later, well, let's do it also.
I don't want to be unfair, you know,
No.
let's keep things balanced.
Yeah, well. But,
Oh, that was close. Just on the front. We've seen some really nice Ashiwaza today, haven't
Yep.
we? Several occasions. Mind you, there were a few people who were
they want to see
fairly
it again.
proficient. I think front to, side to front, and maybe not enough of the landing. We'll have a look.
Well, it used to be like elbow out, no score, but that changed.
Ooh,
So
could
maybe
be.
this is... yeah, I think this was... I would not give the score.
No, there you go. You keep your badge. Or you get given one if you haven't already got one. Thought about the Makikomi. Arms were a little bit wrapped up. That would have gone off the other side.
Yeah, he wants to see this
Yeah.
also, because it doesn't matter if she falls off the other side, but on the shoulder, then it's a score. Nah, could not see this from.
Yeah.
I think.
Not quite enough.
Well, if it's a Wazari, it's one of the smallest Wazaris I've ever seen.
Oh dear.
They give
It is the
Wazari
smallest Wazari you've ever seen.
Diogo, who wins the bronze medal with this Seonage. And I think the referees on the side, they have more options than the only...
the one view that we've got.
The one we've got.
They also like to freeze the frame, which we don't do, so at that point of contact, they maybe see that down the side of the body and the shoulder, there is enough to warrant the score, and on that occasion, on the replay, they thought yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlights of this bronze medal contest on the...
Yeah, well, there you saw it was just a small moment where you see that she's touching the ground with the shoulder. There it is. Well, I did not lie if I say that this was maybe the smallest Wazari ever. But it's just enough to bring the bronze medal to...
Well, let's have a look and see what happens with the final.
To Diogo. Diogo is the winner of the bronze medal.
And we come now to the final of the under 52 kilo category. Distria Krasniqi of Kosovo goes up against Anna Victoria Puljes of Croatia. It'll be Krasniqi in the white judogi, Puljes in blue. The referee in the middle for this one will be Ioana Babiuk of Romania. And here is Dennis van der Geest to tell us his thoughts on Krasniqi and Puljes.
Well, my thoughts of Krasniqi, well, that's not so difficult. Olympic champion, under 48 kilograms, but I think also in the 52 kilogram, capable of beating almost everybody. But I'm a big fan of this Puljic, 20 years old.
Referee from Romania, Ioana Babiuk.
The European champion, under 23.
Please welcome the finalists.
And I saw her today some really good judo techniques on both sides. Also a lot of energy. So what I said before, I think definitely a name that we will see more often in the near future. Starting today with a final.
Krasniqi out of the shadow of Mylinda Kelmendi. For so long, played second fiddle when she was up at 52 kilos that first time round. Didn't have the greatest of times at 48 the first time round. Found it difficult to hold the weight. But when it became clear that Kelmendi was going to go again at 52, Krasniqi made a determined effort to cut the weight, get down to 48, and looked absolutely super. You know, really went to Tokyo as one of the favorites, and then ended up winning the thing. And now the story has taken another turn, back up at 52, and already well set, having visited the category previously and coming up there now as the reigning Olympic champion at the weight below. So many good things going for her, not least of all the fact that she doesn't have to be looking over her shoulder and wondering, you know, is she going to get reported second? Is she going to come off second best because there's a bigger star in the offing? And Kelmendi was, you know, a major superstar in Kosovo because she was the first ever Olympic champion for them. So
Krasniki now also with the gold back patch as the Olympic champion, and still 26.
yeah, definitely
So
going to be causing a real threat at 52, no doubt about it. Establish herself really quickly at the top of the tree. Isn't it funny, just in a couple of cycles, Kosovo have gone from not even being represented to having three Olympic champions.
well, you can see that Puljic is lacking a bit of power against Krasniki. But she's not afraid. You can see she's trying. Oh, but got thrown for a big ippon. This Osoto Gari Haragoshi. It's Krasniki who wins the gold medal. Already giving her business card to all the 52 kilogram category women.
I'm here.
Yep.
Congratulations. Gold medal goes to Kosovo.
That's classy, isn't it? Really enjoyed seeing that.
Grand Prix for reigning Olympic champion Istria Krasniqi, Kosovo.
Wow.
Representing Croatia, Ana Victoria Pulis.
What a finish. Have a look at this, Dennis. Just talk us through the mechanics of this.
Well,
the
it's
handwork
yeah,
as well.
it is on one side. I think the best part is it's like some sort of, you can call it Yamarashi, like you fall off a mountain, because it's, of course, normally if you make Haragoshi, you have like one hand on the lapel or on the back and the other one on the sleeve. Now she has the sleeve and she just jumps in with the right arm on the shoulder of her opponent, and that gives her so much drive and so much energy. That's why the throw is also so hard. Yeah, because it's a real short turn.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 60 kilo category.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for the men's under 60 kilogram category.
Senhoras e senhores, entrega de medalhas da categoria masculina de menos 60 quilos.
The medals will be presented by the director for
The medals are being presented by the Director of International Relations, Mr. Juan Carlos Barcos, and for many years the head refereeing director of the IJF. The first of the bronze medals goes to Nakamura Taiki of Japan. There's a bronze medal also for Ayambajav Sogd-Ochir of Mongolia. Silver medal goes to Balabey Agaev of Azerbaijan. The gold medal goes to Lee Harim of the Republic of Korea.
prize money will be presented by the sports counselor for Almada Municipality, Mr. Felipe Pacheco. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea.
Now the national anthem of the Republic of Korea.
picture with your esteemed judoka.
It's the winning quartet. I think we may get a photograph of them unmasked now, given that they've been battling it out together all day.
Yeah. Well,
Nakamura and Bayambajav were the bronze medalists. Agaev took the silver. It was Lee to take the gold. Then it's gone.
No, yeah. You're talking about that. Yeah, we've seen some excellent stuff, of course, the last 2 years about this people battling each other and then afterwards could not shake hands. But it was not only in the judo. We've seen it everywhere, and we're still struggling with it. But I'm happy that we're here, and
exactly.
We have some spectators.
Yep.
And coming back to normal, hopefully. Because you see the difference with the spectators when Costa was fighting her final. That gives it gives energy.
We come now to the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 66 kilo category. Fukuda Yamato of Japan goes up against Bogdan Iyadov of Ukraine. It's Fukuda in the white judogi, Iyadov in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Raul Camacho of Spain. Here's Dennis to give us his thoughts on Fukuda and Iyadov.
Yeah, well, also Fukuda, not a real known Japanese fighter here, but under 60 we saw Nakamura winning a bronze medal and possible second bronze medal for the Japanese team here. Then he has to win against Yadov, Bogdan Yadov.
One slip earlier on today from Fukuda. That was against Freddy Weizenegger. Yep, you heard it right.
Yeah.
Freddy Weizenegger of Switzerland beat Fukuda and beat him well at that nice turnover into the Osaikomi.
Yeah, not to forget that Weizenegger after that one also beat Anbal. The number 1 ranked.
They were lining up, weren't they, for him?
So that man, we will see him later on in the final, is having the day of his life.
Iyadov looking to get close early on against Fukuda, but he wasn't that interested. Still wants to get in there.
Well, that's some sort of tactic. I think in the first minute, being so close to your opponent, especially Japanese, you don't know him, you don't know if he has a good uchimata or a hip throw. You take a lot of risk. But maybe this is the only plan that Yadov has. Well, there the uchimata.
Thinking about going deep over the back. Now goes left-sided on the belt.
Yes,
Whoa.
And there it is, Ippon. So, well, I think maybe in the first seconds he already felt like, okay, it's possible for me to come so close to my opponent. I'm that strong.
I'll go for it.
Yeah. And that was quite a fast finish here in this first bronze medal contest.
He had his plan. It worked out on this occasion.
Yadov, the winner of the bronze medal. His third medal at a Grand Prix. Yeah, from the first second on, he ate him up. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is that possessed him to think, okay, let's go down the route of battling this one at close quarters, but it paid off, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you saw the attempt of the Japanese fighter for the Ippon Seoinage, but it was the complete control of the upper body of the Japanese. Hand on the belt, the other one around the head. Just pinned him down.
And of course, in that position, attempting to throw with Ippon Seoinage, when he went back the other way, there was no ukemi coming.
It is possible, but then you have to do a squat of 250 kilos or something. And if I look at the legs of this Japanese fighter, maybe he just did not have the strength to lift. What a drive. Big Ippon.
Well, we've got a second bronze medal contest coming up next.
Yeah, with not an expected fighter in this bronze medal contest.
Bianmunk Namandach of Mongolia goes up against Anbaul of the Republic of Korea. Bianmunk in the white judogi, and in blue, the referee in the middle for this one is Elizabeth Gonzalez of Mexico. Here's Dennis.
Anbaul lost against Weizenegger. We said it before. That was unexpected. Anbaul was ahead in this fight with the Wazari. There was no problem for him. And then they came in a Waza situation, and Weizenegger just turned him over straight into a hold down, pinned him down for 20 seconds, and it was over for Anbaul. Still, he looked really strong in all his fights. For him, it's, I think, strange situation that one of his favorite techniques, the shoulder throw, where he throws the opponent from the other side, just like rolls his shoulder throw in, that's not possible anymore. You will get a penalty for it. But today I saw him throw with Uchimata and with just a regular Seoinage. So he still has enough
weapons
to be one of the stronger fighters in this category still.
Yeah, difficult with that movement off to the side. Trying to throw in a slightly different direction. All sounds a bit frantic, doesn't it? Busy pair of fighters.
Yeah, you see the style of the Mongolian. It's more of the Mongolian wrestling style. But Anbaul is so fast with those Seoinages. He drops down so fast that every time when he feels that he's in danger, when the Mongolian fighter is close, just jumps underneath.
Bianmunk picked up a penalty there. Single Shido against the Mongolian with a little over 2 minutes left to go.
Now he's in trouble but
yeah, it looked as though his Hands got tied up in the grips there for a moment.
Yeah, like it was like a garbage can or something like. Well, where will I
Dump
put
this.
it? Yeah.
Well, Bayern Monk giving Anne a real handful here. Yes.
Yes.
Good score.
Wasari on the board. Good movement by the feet of An, pushing his opponent on his side. "20 seconds to go. And again, the shoulder throw. So it's Ambal who wins the bronze medal.
Happy to see the end of that one. Bayern Monk took him the distance. He came up with the one score which was enough. Never really looked as though he was under any threat, but at the same time, wasn't the most... He didn't blast Bayern Monk off the tatami. Workmanlike performance, if you like. And probably just a good thing for him, you know, to go the whole distance and then get as much competition in as you can.
Well, for Ambal today, I think there was one moment that he wasn't alert enough, and that was against Weitzenegger, because he was always also winning that fight, and then in Newaza
slip.
Yes, and really good from Weitzenegger, because he's fighting really well today. But I'm not looking at Ambal now, who is having or facing a lot of difficulty because of the new rules. You can see that he's still capable of scoring from different angles, different positions.
What you said about Weitzenegger having a day of it. He's beaten Fukuda and Baul, and now he's got to go up against Denis Vieru.
Oh, Vieru, yes, Denis Vieru from Moldova.
And that's the final of the under 66 kilo category. Freddy Weitzenegger of Switzerland goes up against Denis Vieru of Moldova. It's Weitzenegger in the white judogi, Vieru in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Val van Nester of Belgium. Dennis has got several thoughts about this one. Can Weitzenegger go again and come up with another scalp
that would be a really big surprise, but he showed us some surprises already today. And well, I was looking at the world rankings. You see, yeah, well, we saw
I think, wasn't it?
number 180
180
against number 2.
Sounds like darts, doesn't it? 180.
Yeah, 180. Yeah. Well, I think this will be the last day that he's on 180.
He's never going to see 180 again.
No, because he will pick up some valuable points, of course, by reaching the final here.
Good for him. But really, I mean, his win against Fukuda was unexpected. His win against Anne was completely unexpected.
Yeah.
Right? What about Denis Vieira, who's already knocked off the number 1 seed? He's now got to face the number 2 seed in the final. Can he do this as well?
Well, the only thing for Denis Vieira, he knows, okay, this guy is now in the final. So if you fight a guy who is number 180 on the ranking first round, yeah, you get maybe into this fight in a different way, is that you have to face him in the final.
Yeah, he's not here by accident. Kojigari. Weitzenegger turns onto his front quickly to avoid giving up the score. Neat little footwork from Vieira.
Oh, totally missed.
Yeah.
Straight into the hold down. It's not being given because of the knee still there. Yeah, and he's out. That was a chance for Vieira, but could not control him. Oh, that's the switch. Wazari on the board.
Vieira not interested in any was. I always find that unusual. You won't even make an attempt to follow it up. Anyway, that's a choice thing, you know.
Well,
going again.
good footwork.
Yeah, so neatly done.
Yep.
That little twitch that he fell for, he completely went for it, didn't he? And you're right. I mean, you said Iartsev at the beginning, but both of them have got that twitch.
Yeah.
And they're both called Denis.
Yes.
So
I said Iartsev. Well,
yeah, but I was there with you
because they're quite similar also in.
And they have that technique.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Iartsev knock people out with that technique.
But sometimes also Iartsev loses.
Well, they're the same cut from the same cloth, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can be shocking one day. Shocking one day and spectacular the next, or shockingly spectacular.
Yeah. it's always spectacular.
Or spectacularly shocking.
But I'm waiting for this Tai Toshi from Vieira. That's also one of his techniques. Sometimes he launches it from one side. Oh yeah. Well.
And there you go.
Well, this makes me laugh a little bit. I just say like I'm waiting for this Tai Toshi.
Said okay, here it is.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Yeah.
A comprehensive, overpowering of Freddie Weitzenegger, and let's not take anything away from the Swiss.
It was from Denis still Denis.
Yeah.
Denis told Denis, please show me your Tai Toshi again, and here it was. Well, no doubt it was the strongest in the final, so really good win from Vieira, but also big applause for Weitzenegger by reaching the final.
Yeah, fought out of his skin today. Got caught with the little twitch, first of all, gave up Wazari, just fell for the feint there. Showed him one way and then took him the other.
If you see the way Vieru walks away, a bit arrogant, like he already felt like, well, I'm going to win this for sure.
And it's the way that has his hands in the execution of this technique.
On this final contest on the screen,
Even Neil Adams, who knows a little bit about Toshi, was impressed with the execution.
Yeah, it's really fast.
And then Dennis van der Geest, not at all against the idea of throwing people with Toshi either, like that one. Gold medal for Dennis Vieru. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 52 kilo category coming up next.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for the women's under 52 kilogram category.
Senhoras e senhores, a entrega de medalhas na categoria feminina de menos 52 quilos.
The medals will be presented by the president of the Portuguese Institute for Sports and Youth, Mr.
The medals are being presented by the president of the Portuguese Institute for Sport and Youth, Mr. Vitor Pataco. The first of the bronze medals goes to Joana Diogo of Portugal. There's a bronze medal also for Fabienne Kocher. The silver medal goes to Anna Victoria Puljes of Croatia. The gold medal goes to Distria Krasniki of Kosovo.
Prize money will be presented by the Vice President of the Portuguese Judo Federation, Mr. Sergio Pina.
Seen some nice hip ones today, Dennis, both from the men and the women. Krasniki in particular.
Please rise for the national anthem of Kosovo.
And now the national anthem of Kosovo. Well, we've got one more weight category to bring you. So coming up next, the under 57 kilo category. And the first of the bronze medal contests features Kim Jae-yong of the Republic of Korea. In fact, it's an all Republic of Korea head-to-head, because it'll be Park Yun-song to face her teammate Kim Jiaoyong. Kim in the white judogi, Park in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Yevgeny Raklin of Russia. Here's a look at the head-to-head.
Bronze medal contest for women under 57-kilogram category.
Both not placed on the world ranking, so not very well-known fighters.
Welcome the referee from Russia.
10 hours in a plane, and then for the bronze medal contest, you have to fight each other.
They probably warmed each other up this morning.
Yeah.
As you say, sat next to each other on the flight.
Both competing for the first time for bronze in a Grand Prix. In blue for Republic of Korea, Park Yoon-son. And in white, representing Republic of Korea, Kim Jae-yeon.
Well, we saw an all-Portuguese matchup in the under 52 kilo category, didn't we? And now we're seeing an all-Korean matchup in the 57s. Just got to get past the leg, but it didn't happen.
First Shido on the board. For Kim in white.
Well, for quite a number of years, it was Kim Jun-dee who had the under 57 kilo category spot for the Republic of Korea. Maybe just replace one Kim with another.
Yeah.
Park has got something to say about that, however, and then I think that there are other Koreans ahead of these two on the list.
Well, it's still two Kims. We have one on the position number 19. One
Kim
on
Ji-soo and Kim Jun-dee. Yeah, there you go. There are two of them. These two haven't made an appearance yet.
No.
Kwon and, yeah, that's Kim Ji-soo.
Was in Kazan last time, and of course at the Olympics, but did not manage to get close to the final block.
Both fighters pick up penalties. That's a second penalty picked up by Kim.
This is a good attempt. Is it enough? No. It's close. Oh, and again, a real strong attack from Park.
That might do it.
That's the Wazari on the board. Well, Kim has to do something now with the Wazari on the board, but she's not really speeding up or trying something like one more chance or the last chance. Looks a little bit like she already gave up.
Yeah, that mountain just became a little bit higher to climb.
But one more chance, make a big attack or something. Well, no, it won't happen. Well, well,
Whoa.
yes, it happens. Unbelievable.
And an appreciative round of applause from the
I was
crowd.
like
Yeah.
waiting, like, why are you not making an attack? And then in the last
go.
second, she scores a Wazari. Unbelievable. Yeah.
A last-ditch effort and came up with the score.
For 40 seconds, she did nothing.
Thinks about going on the arm, although it was an afterthought, so the arm's probably gone.
So mentally also for Park a big hit this, because I think she already thought that it was over.
Yeah, she'd already got a spot on her mantelpiece for that bronze medal, and she knew just where she was going to put it when she got home.
Unbelievable. I was looking for 40 seconds, like, well, she gave up, she's not doing anything, and then in the last second throwing out one more attack. And then now we're in golden score.
So, who is the force with at the moment?
Yeah, for me it's still Park.
Yeah. Looks the stronger of the two. And perhaps just took her foot off the gas at the end there and got caught, thinking, as you said, that it was all over. Ooh. Both fighters looked for the Ojihari, and then Park thought about the Seonagi. No chance for the roll. A minute 36, longer than we thought this was going to go.
Yeah, yeah. It was over.
Yep, and I think it will be
Over now.
well. There's a penalty for passivity.
So in the end, it's Park who wins. She already was close after 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
That was hard work. Her teammate made her really dig deep and battle hard for that bronze medal. And she goes to say, well, thanks for that. That's nice. She walked back
Yeah.
to her teammate and
Waited for her.
Well, Kim was saying, you're going the wrong way. She says,
Yeah.
no, I'll come to walk with you. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? A pair of them. And it wasn't as though she'd gone down there to pick anything up. There wasn't anything. She just
No, she
went
was
down
just-
there to
yeah.
get the teammate. That's a good one. Well, that was a bit harder than either of them expected.
Let's see this Wazari in the last second, maybe, and let's hope we see it again. That was so unexpected.
Yeah, maybe they won't show the losers Wazari.
That's a shame because
It was a good one.
Yeah, it was the moment of the fight, in my opinion.
Well, we have a second bronze medal contest coming up now. Marta Fawaz of France goes up against Telmo Monteiro of Portugal. That'll be Fawaz in the white judogi, Monteiro in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is David Fuentes of Australia. Or David Fuentes of Australia. Crowd have stayed around for this one. I'm sure want to give one of their heroines, long-serving judoka for Portugal. Want to give her a good send-off. Mind you, we may have this again next year, 2023, and we may have it 2024, so you probably got 2 more editions when, you know, you could see Monteiro, so no goodbye yet. Plenty of time if you think about it.
Well, sometimes you see older fighters and you think like, well, maybe it's time. But that's not the point with Monteiro.
Yeah.
Last year, European champion. Now again fighting for the medals.
She wants another cycle. And
Could
we're
be.
already into it, so
Yep.
why not?
Could be. The end of November, we had the Abu Dhabi Grand Slam. It was Monteiro who won a gold medal there. So, yeah,
Almost going over there.
still in
Still in the thick of it.
well, and yeah, in a good shape. And in all her fights, you can see how experienced she is.
Yeah, tactically.
Yeah, tactically very strong.
Technically. Oop. There's the suspicion of blocking with the left arm there. It's away from the referee, so unless they tell him about that.
Yeah, but I think she will get a Shido for it. Yeah.
Yeah, dropping anyway.
Yeah. But she never gets nervous in a fight. She knows, okay, well, the first minute is really a strong minute by the French girl. But here it is, the score, Ippon. It's Monteiro who wins the bronze medal. That's what I say. She's also, of course, technically really good, but also technically. She was just waiting for her moment to launch this Pico Sotogari, and she's cheering with the crowd. The crowd loves it. They love her. Yeah, it's really nice to see this.
She's still got it.
Nice Sotogari. And it was, well, she really was in defense. Shido, but, well, she did not rush. Just wait for this moment.
And then the adjustment, because the direction looks as though it's going wrong for a moment, and then she adjusts, makes space for Fawaz to fall into.
And
Even our stadium announcer has given up saying the number of titles she's won. He just says multiple.
Yeah, well,
Too many
it
to
is,
count.
you know, 6 times Grand Slam winner. Only 1 time Grand Prix, though. 2 times silver, 4 times bronze. And another one for her today, bronze medal. Enormous amount of results. Look, yeah. And she also is a crowd pleaser. I love it. Good one. So the last fight of today.
Indeed, we come to the final of the under 57 kilo category. Plony Cornelissen of the Netherlands goes up against Rafaela Silva of Brazil. It'll be Cornelissen in the white judogi, Silva in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Elizabeth Gonzalez of Mexico. And here to tell us about this one is Dennis van der Geest.
Yeah, here we see the world ranking, of course, number 175 from Rafaela Silva. But, you know, like when we see Weizenegger at number 180, you know, okay, because he's not on the circuit. This is his first time ever that he's in the final block at a Grand Prix. Of course, that is not the story of Rafaela Silva. She was the former Olympic champion in Rio.
Yep.
Did not compete for a while because of a suspension. And now she's back. And in what way? She's in the final today.
Unusual name in Holland, Plony or?
Plony, yeah, well, there are not a lot of people in Holland who've been called Plony. Cornelissen is more
Cornelissen,
typical.
yeah.
Former bronze medalist at the Junior Worlds. One of the talents in the Dutch team. Making progress every year.
Mm-hmm.
Silva, left-handed. Cornelissen, right-handed. They're standing in a V stance. It's Silva who has the left hand on the back of Cornelissen. Sometimes she puts in the hip, big hip throw. Here it is. Well, here it is, and it's enough. It's the gold medal for Silva. You could see the hand on the back, and then this driving power, this pulling power of this hip throw. That was too much for Cornelissen. So the gold medal for Brazil. So, Rafaela Silva winning the gold medal today. The final of women under 57 kilograms with this big hip throw.
This is medal number 7. This is gold medal number 7 in the Grand Prix for Rio de Janeiro Olympic Games
through the hip throw in with a lot of power.
Got her arms tied up there as well. Cornelissa couldn't get out of it. In the end, couldn't get off the hip either.
No, if you see how it starts, you know, with the hip not even in, but so much pulling power from the upper body that you cannot escape. And she puts it in again and again and again, just pulling, pulling, pulling.
We've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 66 kilo category coming up now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for the men's under 66
The medals are being presented by the Director, Education and Coaching Director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Mohamed Marija.
International Judo Federation, Mr. Mohamed Marija. Bronze medalists are representing Republic of Korea.
The first of the bronze medals goes to An Bao of the Republic of Korea. There's a bronze medal also for Bogdan Yadov of Ukraine.
Silver medalist representing Switzerland, Freddy Weitzenegger.
Silver medal goes to Freddy Weitzenegger of Switzerland.
Gold medalist representing Republic of Moldova, Denis
The gold medal goes to Denis Vieru of Moldova.
Prize money will be presented by the head of qualification and evaluation of the national teams of the Portuguese Judo Federation, Dr. Luís Monteiro.
Yes, Vieru, here we see him in the final. How do I say it? He spoiled us like with two really nice wazaris, like first the switch or the twitch, and afterwards his Tayatoshi. So a really nice way to win a gold medal.
Now the national anthem of Moldova.
Thank you very much. Now, the family picture with the AP judoka.
Yeah, it was an impressive performance from Denis Vieru today. It was one of those days that Denis talks about. He's either, you know, on his best or he looks awful. Well, today he looked at his best.
Yeah, and it's always fun to see competitors like that. You never know in the morning. Yeah, well, what are they going to do?
Which version of Vieru are we going to get today? He looks happy enough, doesn't he? So he should be.
Yeah, and then I don't think that in this morning he was thinking of when he would be fighting the final, that it would be against Weitzenegger, with also An Bao, for example, on the roster.
We've got one more weight category to bring you as far as the awarding ceremony is concerned. In the meantime, let's have a look at some of the highlights from today.
Before we start the last awarding ceremony today, you can see the highlights of today's final block on the screen.
Senhoras e senhores, antes de continuarmos com a última entrega de medalhas, podem ver no ecrã gigante os melhores momentos dos blocos finais do dia de hoje.
Well, one of the things I was a bit scared about when I went to Lisbon is with all the new rules that we would be seeing a lot of moments that there was,
Controversy or something.
Yeah, something like that. And well,
never appeared.
no,
Not once.
no, not once. So I think that's a good start. Yeah, this was one of the most spectacular moments, also because the Italian afterwards had a hold down, but Mattei was given and the score went for Wasari. Afterwards they continued. We've seen some good judo today, some big throws.
Yeah, I think having
Especially in the finals also.
Krasniki up there level things up with the women. She came up with some big things, as did Rafaela Silva.
Rafaela Silva in the final
yeah.
also. And after such a while, well, you can think anything, but I think it's good to see her back where she belongs. That's on the tatami.
You know.
Yeah. And coming back with a gold medal today. Also nice for the home crowd. Gold medal for Portugal.
Yeah, that was a real plus.
And a real nice bronze medal also from Montero.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 57 kilo category.
Women's under 57 kilogram category.
Senhoras e senhores, a entrega de medalhas da categoria feminina de menos 57 quilos.
The medals will be presented by the president of the Sports Confederation.
The medals are being presented by the president of the Sports Confederation of Portugal, Dr. Carlos Paula Cardoso.
Representing Portugal.
And the first of the bronze medals goes to Telma Monteiro of Portugal. There's a bronze medal also for Park Yun-song of the Republic of Korea. Had a real battle with her teammate Kim for that bronze medal.
Was.
Silver medal goes to Plony Cornelissen of the Netherlands. The gold medal goes to Rafaela Silva of Brazil.
Prize money will be presented by the General Treasurer of the Portuguese Judo Federation, Mr. Manuel Pinto.
So the Himno Nacional from Brazil.
Yes. National anthem of Brazil. So a gold medal for Rafaela Silva on her return. That gold medal closes out the action for today. Just time enough to tell you that there were 5 weight categories today, and the 5 gold medals went to 5 different countries. The Republic of Korea, Portugal, Brazil, the Republic of Moldova, and Kosovo. They all ended up taking a gold medal apiece. That's all the action from the first day of the Lisbon Grand Prix. Join us again tomorrow for day 2. But from Dennis van der Geest, all of the broadcast team and myself, it's bye-bye for now.
See you tomorrow.
So